大桥谢麦克。没错，那这集呢，我们要带你们去加州赛车学校。好，那不是在加州，是在台湾的大鹏湾。没错，因为这次呢，受到了恒典我们加菲猫的邀请，那我们就去了。就决定要去上课，因为我本人呢，就是希望可以一直精进自己所以呢，但比较可惜的是，因为我有2天的课程，但我们隔天有事，所以只能参加1天。那也没关系，那我觉得这次课程其实很宝贵，因为所有的师资全部都是从加赛来的，所以他们都是从国外来的老师，那也顺便跟国外的车手稍微学习一下，我们到底加赛到底在干嘛。OK， 那我们就直接看当天的情形啦 ，Let's go！ 各位观众，那我们刚刚结束了上午2节的部分。那前面2节呢，它其实就是让你知道熟悉路线，然后还有第2节是画那个你的倾倒入弯点给你看。那其实，在他们这样的操作，然后还有跟你讲说倾倒要快，然后对着路线这样子，然后他会给你一个叉叉标志去做一些赛道的基本的规划。所以其实，在刚刚他的路线这样跑下来，真的比较顺。与其你自己在那边乱跑，其实上课他们已经知道标准路线给你了，所以你就是照着跑，你一定会进步，好不好？这是上午2节的东西。那下午2节呢？听说还会有教你推把倾倒快一点。那我们等一下下午2节我们再看一下 ，OK？ 那接下来呢，画面中可以看到我在练习逆超舵这件事情那他们加赛呢，主要就是他很强调这个逆超舵的事情。那其实逆超舵在我们就是在玩赛车里面其实会有一点小争议，是因为觉得说逆超舵是这个事情本身就是很自然而然的事情，但我觉得实际去上完课之后练习完之后，我觉得大概知道他要讲什么了。好，那我们这一整天呢，第1节呢，教练就跟我们讲说，第1节你不要用刹车你就慢慢的骑，用你的速度觉得哪一个弯顺顺骑。那第2个呢，第2节下去就是一个档位，然后一个档位你只能骑完，就是用这个档位去骑完整个赛道。然后第3次呢，他画路线给你，再加上2个档位，让你可以前后档运用。那最后1节呢，它就是开放全档位让你自由自在的体验直线什么所有的东西，把它融会贯通，综合在一起。对，所以这就是他大概这一整天下来所让你就是的课程啦。对，那在最后呢，其实我也有访问到我当天的教练 Mark， 然后还有我们打破很多纪录的 Mike Jones。那接下来我们就来看他访问结果。Thank you for coaching me today.
No problem.
Really, so much.
Okay.
What did you do for a living?
Me?
I mean, because everyone think all the coach is a rider or a formal rider, something like that.
I'm one of the lucky ones. For my job, I get to organise all the track days at Phillip Island Circuit and at City Motorsport Park in Australia, and I get to travel with Superbike School.
Oh, so
I do get to ride.
You go everywhere.
Yeah. So talking to riders like you is my job.
There are a lot of beginners.
Yeah.
So they try to get into the track. So how would you recommend them to get into a track in the very beginning?
In the beginning of their riding,
Yes.
Any kind of introduction program or any effort they can put into their own education to get some skills and some confidence is the right thing to do.
Okay.
Whether that's a beginner track day or whether that's a license course or a beginner course, any information and understanding you can get will make a safer rider every time.
好啦，谢谢我的老师 Mark. Thank you, man.
No problems, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for being a good student.
Yeah. Thank you. 好啦，各位，我们终于找到 Mike， 好不好？我也是 Mike， 但他是 Mad Mike， 我是 Slow Mike。第一个问题呢 ，First question. What motivated you to join riding school at age 13?
Yeah, for me, riding at such a young age was a privilege, and to be able to join with the California Superbike School it was very natural because the category that I was racing in, the California Superbike School were a sponsor of this category.
Oh,
so they always had one coach with us that I could. All of the kids that were racing, we could have access to the coach. But from that point on, it was obvious to me that having a coach and having like working on your riding skills was very, very important. So from that moment on, I felt like it was really critical to stay working with the California Superbike School and try to develop my riding because you don't know everything and you want to try to learn as much as you can, and the more knowledge you have, the better you can be. So that's the main reason why.
Second question. What's your biggest influence?
For me going racing, my biggest influence was my dad. He was always very passionate about motorcycles.
Really?
Yeah, he never raced. He never ever raced a motorcycle on the racetrack, but he's always had motorbikes and rode on the street. And as a kid, I grew up always riding motorbikes, and he started me when I was very, very young. I first started riding like a bicycle before I could even walk, and then progressed to the motorbike when I was only 3 years of age. So been riding since very, very little, and all because of him.
Have you ever overcome some obstacle like in your riding?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, as a rider and a racer, there's always many obstacles that you're trying to overcome. For me, some of those was navigating my pathway in my career. Like obviously, you want to try to make some racing overseas in Europe, and I grew up obviously racing in Australia and trying to find the balance between making a transition to Europe, but also like the difficulty there, and ultimately coming back to Australia. So that's been a big challenge.
Must be.
Absolutely, but ultimately the biggest goal is no matter where you're racing, always trying to perform your best.
How has your collaboration with Alpine Star been helpful, beneficial?
Yeah, so I started working with Alpine Stars like many years ago. Yeah, in a small way, mostly with the boots or the gloves.
Okay.
When I was a kid, and then look, I've ridden in quite a lot of different brands of riding gear over my years. But most recently, for this season, very fortunate to start a partnership with Alpine Stars again and wear the suit. And for me, it's really important because your riding gear, when you're at the racetrack and you want to push to the absolute limit of the bike, you have to be sure that and confident that the protective gear that you're wearing is the safest, and that allows you then to push that last little bit with your riding, because you know that if there is an accident, you're going to have the best safety possible. And I think that translates to the street as well, because I mean, like as a rider riding on the street, whilst you can control what you are doing with your riding, you can't control what other people are doing around you. So it's important that you ride in the best equipment in case of an accident.
Okay, one more question.
Yeah, sure.
How would you recommend a Taiwanese beginner to join a track day because there are a lot of people wants to join the track. How would you recommend?
Difficult. Yeah, sure. So I think for people that want to come and do a track day or ride the circuit, some people are a bit hesitant to do this. They're a bit not sure and maybe have the wrong idea about the track, thinking that it's for racing and you have to go fast. But the reality is that going to the track, it's an open space for you to ride in a controlled environment, in a safe place. And you can control your speed, and you can enjoy your motorcycle probably more than what you can on the street. So I think it's a really good idea to try to find a way to come to the track. I'm very fortunate that we can come to the track these days with the California Superbike School. But also, so for example, next weekend I will be back here again.
Oh really?
Yeah. We are running a ride day next weekend. So it's.
So are you gonna break the record again?
I'm not sure. It's already, I think, quite fast, so it might be difficult. But yeah, for the people that want to come, I think HD Moto they run the ride days here, so it might be an option to look at the ride days and see if you can come and attend one of the days here. For sure.
好啦，真的很谢谢他，好不好？他也很愿意来，而且很喜欢台湾这个地方。You like Taiwan, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's great.
Sorry.
I love Taiwan.
虽然他打破很多台湾人的记录，但是 他喜欢台湾，好不好？好了，真的谢谢他 ，Thank you man，
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
好了，那相信各位也应该知道 Mike Jones 啊，真的蛮强。然后我的教练真的蛮好笑的，其实他很快，他真的蛮快的。但是就是毕竟他是老师，所以下场还是要严肃一点啊，这都懂。那其实呢，最后这一整天下来骑乘的感觉啊，我自己觉得，不能说Level 1、Level 2太基本，因为其实我在里面学到真的很多东西。但老实说，你要把真的针对哪个族群的话，我觉得假如说是初学者也可以，你第一次下赛道的，或是你已经下过好几次赛道，但是你觉得怎么感觉每次骑都背背的，然后感觉成绩就是那种在就是再落后一点点那种，就没有到很快，但也没有到基本门槛那种感觉，我就可以去上 Level 1、Level 2，因为他们教的真的是我觉得非常基本以外，你也可以学习到一些不一样，在你可能平常骑乘用尽所有档位刹车怎么的那种感觉都好。因为老实说，它就是要让你体验那种舒舒服服骑赛道，先让你知道说骑赛道是可以很舒服的，那你再去慢慢的去做进阶的动作。我觉得这是相对来讲对初学者啊，或是你要进阶的那一个阶段非常有帮助。好吧，那最后不得不说啊，就是蛮可惜，只骑到一天啦。那假如说下次我们有办法去国外啊，再上这个加赛，去国外的那个学校学的话，那感觉也是不错的，好吧？那我们就好了，那就差不多到这啦。这总结来讲 ，good OK 加赛，棒棒，好棒棒，加赛，有没有？好，那反正呢，假如说你们还喜欢我拍任何多赛道呢，或者介绍任何东西，麻烦底下留言跟我讲。那我是大桥谢麦克。最后，你订阅我的频道了吗？